Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Iran remains undecided on whether to restart indirect negotiations with the United States, with Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi stressing that messages exchanged through Qatar and Pakistan do not amount to formal talks. Araghchi said diplomatic contacts are continuing amid disagreements over the conflict. He said both Qatar and Pakistan are exchanging messages and maintaining contact with Tehran. However, he made clear that the diplomatic exchanges should not be interpreted as a resumption of negotiations with Washington. President Donald Trump has declared that he will soon declare the Strait of Hormuz a territory of the United States, although it was unclear whether the remark represented a serious policy proposal. However, Iran immediately rejected Trump's remarks, insisting that Tehran alone controls decisions over whether the Strait of Hormuz is open or closed. Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibabadi said Tehran would not be intimidated by US threats or a display of military force.
President Donald Trump has vowed to catch those responsible for vandalizing Washington's World War II memorial. Trump condemned the incident on Truth Social, writing that the authorities were on their trail. The National Mall memorial was defaced with soap and graffiti, including the words "Clean Hands, Dirty Dollars," while red and green paint was splashed across the site. Hours later, a woman was arrested and charged with 2 felony counts over the vandalism. U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, Jeanine Pirro, identified the suspect as Melissa Faris. The charges carry up to 10 years in prison.
A Kentucky woman has been taken into custody and charged with 2 felony counts in connection with the vandalism at the World War II Memorial in Washington. U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, Jeanine Pirro, said on social media that Melissa Faris faces charges each carrying penalties of up to 10 years in prison. In videos posted to her Facebook account, Faris records herself spray painting the memorial and asking why she has not been arrested. Luigi Mangione has admitted in court that he fatally shot health insurance executive Brian Thompson and pleaded guilty to 2 federal charges of stalking the CEO with the intent to kill him. He wore beige prison garb and spoke clearly and calmly as he read from a prepared statement laced with criticism of the US health insurance system. The guilty plea will avert a federal trial in the closely watched case over the killing of the 50-year-old United Healthcare CEO.
President Donald Trump has dismissed concerns over conditions aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln, saying the aircraft carrier has not been deployed for long enough. The Lincoln has been at sea since November 2025 and in the Middle East since January. Trump said it would soon be replaced by a very similar ship as the US remains locked in a standoff with Iran.
At least 20 people have died after an earthquake of magnitude 7.7 and dozens of aftershocks struck off eastern Indonesia on Saturday. Tsunami waves of less than 1 meter were recorded in several areas of the Southeast Asian nation after the early morning tremor. The tsunami warning was lifted about 3 hours after the quake. Rescuers around the port town of Maumere found 20 dead, 6 injured, and 2 trapped under the rubble. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.